She's not a bodybuilder. She's a delivery worker in China, wearing an exoskeleton suit. Her company calls her a female Hercules, says this reduces her burden and improves efficiency. But her monthly pay still barely covers rent and food. The same kind of suit is now appearing on frontline workers and on frontline troops. Who is this technology actually empowering, and who is it exploiting? Behind China's booming e-commerce, millions of bodies keep the system moving. This one has help. 3 heavy boxes, 1 powered exoskeleton. For bystanders, it's a spectacle. For the companies testing this, it's a preview of a more efficient future. 1 machine-enhanced body moving more weight than ever before. In another city, a restaurant owner puts on a Mecha suit to deliver food. Online, he's nicknamed an Iron Man Courier. It looks like a joke, a walking meme for the algorithm, but every viral clip like this helps normalize the idea that delivery workers should look and work more like machines. The question isn't whether it works, it's what happens when a machine raises the limit on what one person can carry, and too much starts to look like normal work. Look closely. 1 worker, 1 suit, 1 refrigerator, up more than 5 floors. This pilot program in parts of Beijing and Chongqing targets exactly these old neighborhoods. No elevators, no truck access. Online, she's celebrated as a female Hercules. But this isn't a performance, it's a work day. She can haul a fridge up 5 floors and still earns roughly a few hundred US a month. For couriers like her, and the ones testing suits on the street, exoskeletons don't change who owns the platform, or who sets the quota. They just change how much a single body can be pushed to endure. The official promise is neat: reduce the burden, improve efficiency. But effort doesn't vanish. It gets turned into more packages per hour, more buildings covered in 1 shift. Turn workers into superheroes on camera, and it's easy to forget they're still chasing the same orders, under the same deadlines, for nearly the same pay. Courier pay has barely moved, the expectations have. This story doesn't stop at delivery apps. In China, a lot of technology follows the same route: civilian first, military later. In recent exercises, China's Western Theater Command tested new exoskeletons, soldiers carrying heavy ammunition and equipment at high altitude. For a human alone, that kind of load is near a breaking point. For a human plus a machine, it becomes routine. Every day, couriers and builders are stress testing battery life, joint durability, and the real limits of machine-assisted bodies. Those lessons don't stay in logistics. They feed into plans for how to move soldiers, supplies, and power across some of the hardest terrain on Earth. So when you see this woman carrying a refrigerator up 5 floors, is this the future of helping workers, or a warning about how far we'll push human bodies in the name of efficiency and security? In a country of supposedly 1.4 billion people, already asked to move faster and carry more, if exoskeletons become normal for couriers, builders, and soldiers, who will actually feel lighter, and who will just be carrying a heavier load? I'm Panda, translating real stories from inside China's most censored corners. If you want more deep dives into how technology, labor, and power collide here, make sure you're subscribed, then click here for the next one.